Birla Science Prize Award. Coming in the wake of the centenary birth celebrations of the late Shri G P Birla, this is indeed a landmark and a memorable event, not only for the family, G P Birla Archaeological, Astronomical and Scientific Research Institute, and all other timeless institutions created by this extraordinary family under the visionary leadership of G P Birla to perpetuate Indian heritage, culture and ethos. Words fail to express my feelings about being here with all of you at this juncture. I would also like to express my grateful thanks to my long-term colleague and friend Dr K. Kumar, whom I have known for many years. And he gave a birth to a direction of this country's development, which today has grown. And some of that, Prakash mentioned it to you, the use of space system, the very vantage point of space, how it can be used for looking at the Earth's resources in a timely manner, in an accurate manner, in a precise manner. You use it for communication to connect two locations which are otherwise difficult to locate, the conventional means of communication. So he followed the use of satellites at that time for communication. He saw the use of satellites and the use of looking at meteorology. Ultimately, meteorological systems, as you know, are very wide range in terms geographically. So looking from space with a camera system certainly becomes a synoptic way of looking at these kind of phenomena. So that's another kind of a thing. So these are the kind, and of course promoting science. So Sarawak created this capability, and over the years, in the last 50 years, we have grown to be one of the important space powers. And the space powers not so much with the idea that we want to develop this as a military capability, but more importantly for social objectives, for scientific objectives, and for objectives which could of course create new ideas in industry and wealth creation. So today you see, you are witness to that kind of a thing, a comprehensive program which is well tuned to the needs of a country like India, and how today...
Of my late father. She is the guiding force behind many of the endeavors, and her personal involvement in each and every development that you see here in the B M Birla Science Centre complex bears testimony to her passion and leadership of this work. Friends from the press and media, a warm welcome to you as you cover our event and take this to the people. And to all our guests today, I extend a very warm welcome. Thank you.
Birla Archaeological, Astronomical and Scientific Research Institute, all the awardees of the B M Birla Science Prize Award, ladies and gentlemen, very good evening to you all, and my greetings to you on this momentous occasion of B M Birla Science Prize Award ceremony. First and foremost, indeed, it's a privilege and an honor for me to be the part of this wonderful event, and to be among such illustrious personalities like Prof Rangan, Mr. C K Birla, Mrs. Nirmala Birla, and all this august audience. For this, I would like to thank the Birla family for extending this invitation to me to attend this ceremony and witness these precious moments when the dawn of the Indian space program, Professor Rangan, and the architect of India's new education policy, is being conferred with prestigious G P Birla Lifetime Achievement Award, along with the other awardees in many fields of science and technology for their wonderful contributions. So thank you once again, sir, for inviting me to this particular function. As we all know, science and technology hold the key for the progress and development of any nation, and technology driven by fundamentals of science plays an important role in wealth creation, improvement of life of quality, as well as real economic growth of the society, and India is no exception for that. And with a large amount of most educated young educated youths coming out of universities and colleges, we had a very apt ecosystem, and the dividend, what we call as the age dividend with India, that this huge manpower which we are coming out of various technological institutions of India is likely to take this country to a newer heights with the advancements in science and technology. I would like to quote the Carl Sagan, a famous astronomer and science communicator, who told, and I quote, that we live in a society which is exclusively dependent on the science and technology, in which hardly very few people knows about science and technology. And that is very much applicable in the Indian context also. And in such scenario, the role of science communication and institutions like B M Birla Space Science Museum become very important to spread the message of science and the cause of science for developing a scientifically thinking society. And that is what should be the endeavor of all of us, especially in the field of science and technology, to
Thank you very much. We have Professor Ayan Datta from the School of Chemical Sciences, Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science, Kolkata, who is the recipient of the B M Birla Science Prize in Chemistry. He has made contributions towards deciphering and understanding of the behavior of non-graphene-based two-dimensional materials for energy and environmental applications. His work on new energy materials for storage like two-dimensional phosphorin for lithium and sodium ion batteries and inclusion of quantum effects in the hopping of the ions have generated significant interest. Professor Ayan Datta is the sole recipient of the award, which carries rupees 1 lakh cash award and a citation. May I request him to please come up and rise and receive the award. Professor Biman B Mandal from the Department of Biosciences and Bioengineering, IIT Guwahati, jointly shares the B M Birla Science Prize in Biology. His research area is in tissue engineering and regenerative medicine. In an attempt to address the constant shortage of donor organs, Professor Mandal and his group focused on creating lab-grown bioengineered organs and tissues as promising substitute using Indian silk biomaterials in combination stem cells and cutting-edge 3D bioprinting techniques. He continues to develop multiple in vitro human disease models which can contribute to the industries in high-throughput drug screening and future drug development.
Hello, I'm Professor Biman B Mandal. I'm from IIT Guwahati, and I'm privileged to receive this award from the Birla family, the B M Birla Award, Science Award. And I work in the domain of tissue engineering and regenerative medicine, particularly to address the shortage of organ donation. So what we are doing is we are creating organs and tissues in the laboratory using biomaterials so that the organs can be developed in the laboratory and it can be donated to needy people who are having traumatized organs after accidents or disease organs. So that way we can save a lot of life. And also these organs and the tissues can be used for testing pharmaceutical molecules or drugs in a process to accelerate the drug development method. So this is the work that I do, and I thank the Birla family for bestowing this honor, the B M Birla Science Prize in Biology to me. And thank you so much.